Okay, welcome to today's battle report. We've got another 2 players a side game today. Each player's taking 1,000 points. This is the battlefield. You can see it's a bit woody and rocky at one end, and then there's buildings at the other. We are playing 2 Orc players versus Necrons and Blood Angels. The Necrons and Blood Angels have run the roll off to see who goes first and have chosen to place their objective, we're playing the 2 objective board draw mission, at the top of that building over there. Whereas myself and my fellow Orc General have decided down there where our Gretchen can come on the back of the board and take it. Right, this is 1,000 points of me and my boys I bought today. That's me there. I may look like Gazzy, but that's just cosmetic. I'm just a normal war boss in mega armour with some cyborg. Hiding behind me, you can see his kind of like custom force field, is a big mech with his custom force field. In our army we've got a truck with 12 boys with a kind of like knob with power claw and boss pole and stuff. And we've got the same again, but these ones is yellow. Then we've got a slightly bigger unit, which I'm going to be with. There's 17 boys with a similarly equipped knob, and they're in a battle wagon with a massive spiky roller on. We've got as a little bit of support. My Gretchens, they always say you need to bring a bit more firepower, boss. Can't just crump everything with my claw. So we bought 3 buggies. They've all got them rockety things on for popping them human cans. And then at the back here, we got 3 killer cans. They've all got grotzukas for squishing them slimy little things.
Right, this is the other lot of Orc boys. I pulled up on my bike. I've got myself a nice power claw, followed by some of my fellows. Here we go. We've got a power claw with that biker. We've got a big chopper. We've got a pain boy, and we've got a warg burner. Warg! And then over here we got ourselves a nice big battle wagon with a death roller, with 20 boys in there with a knob and power claw and boss pole.
Don't forget the zap gun, boss.
And yes, we mustn't forget the zap gun that's on that battle wagon to pop in these Moomin tanks. And then we got a truck there with 12 Orc boys and a knob and power claw and boss pole. We got exactly the same there. We thought we'd bring lots of boys along, but these ones are armless. So there, we'll see about that. Then we got the little Gretchens. They just followed us along, but they're there to sit on an objective.
Right. On the Necron side of things, we have a Overlord with his war scythe on a command barge. He's with a Annihilation barge, Doomsday Ark, and currently represented by 2 Chaos vehicles are 2 Ghost Arks. They both have 5 Necron warriors. One also has a Cryptek. And we have 4 Wraiths.
The filthy Xenos forget it's not the quantity of men but the quality that matters. They were leading an assault squad decked out with melters and power fists to bring the Emperor's fury to the enemy. I myself, the Reclusiarch with the suspicious wings, who looks like Astrath but he's my twin brother, I'm not actually him, and the Death Company, again power fist and an Infernus pistol. The Baal Predator with the big flamey cannon, which I've completely forgotten the name of for a moment.
Flamestorm, boss!
The Flamestorm cannon will purify us and the land. A Rifleman Dreadnought sets ready to pop the Orcs out of their transports, whereon our brother, who has fallen to the Black Rage, will be able to sate his lust and fury on them by arriving in this drop pod.
We have set up the armies. The evil Space Marine and Necron Alliance, that rumour is true, has set up over here. They have occupied the large building with their objective at the top. The Death Company are hiding around the back like the cowards they are. Inside they've set up a bit of a fire base. We've got the Dreadnought and the Doomsday Ark. And then they've got a couple of their other vehicles at the front ready to leap forwards. We have the Necron Overlord in his command barge ready to fly straight over the top of a battle wagon and cut it in half with his war scythe. And then we have one more Ark sitting at the back here. Whereas the Orc Horde, Warg, we set up over here. We got some war bikers over here. They're going to turbo boost towards the enemy and crump them good. And then we got a load of battle wagons and other trucks and stuff. And hiding behind them, we have some war buggies. And then over here, we have some killer cans with some more battle wagons and trucks and stuff. Whoa! Let's see if we can steal initiative. On a 6. Oh, we haven't. We'll let them shoot us then.
End of Necron and Space Marines turn 1. It's not gone fantastically, but we've still got time to make it up. Lots of fire from this side, the Dreadnought, the big black and green thing, which is called something, I'm sure.
Doomsday Ark, boss.
Doomsday Orc! Fire from the Crypto... what's his face? Zoologist? Cryptech, him too. From in here. And the shooty thing. I don't know, Necron units, it would appear. Have splayed entered here. We've shaken this truck, so it's not going to be moving or shooting. Most of the rest survived fairly well. One's been immobilised. Yes, he flew over and chopped at a truck and did nothing. I'm very disappointed in him. Oh, he didn't hire these boys in as mercenaries to do nothing. This truck over here, this battle wagon over here is missing though because the Death Dread turned up and fried its arse off. So we've slowed the green tide down, but certainly not stopped it. We'll see how the next turn goes.
Right, Orks' turn 1. Not good at all, but we'll start with the best bit. The bikers are moving round up here, and then the war buggies come round here and all, and they shot the back of that, and they wrecked it. Getting out their little Necron-y doody person, and then these Orksies here come out of that truck, and they chomped him with their power claw. Yeah. But then obviously this lot moved over here. They did alright just by moving, and the killer cans came over here and they ran just to get behind there, and these Orksies ran with them just to use them for cover. Now for the worst bit of our turn. That truck there went to go and move, and he immobilised himself, bloody stupid driver. So those Orksies there, out of those two trucks, come out to try and munch him, but it went the other way. He munched them instead. He killed both units. 16 of them by himself. Then the rest just ran off the
24,
board.
boss. Your maths ain't that good.
Oh.
Space Marine and Necron turn 2. The battle goes well. The brother in his armoured sarcophagus is now engaging another unit of Orks after wiping out pretty much everything in this entire area single-handedly. Over here, a fuller side of shooting only managed, unfortunately, to shake this truck and to destroy one of these buggies. Still, at the moment, there are no real threats from the green tide. The Wraiths over here are holding up this biker unit, trading blow for blow quite expertly and offering us some relief on our flank.
Right, it's Orky turn 3. Quite a lot happened. Down here, the Orks that were fighting this big kind of like black sarcophagi thing with claws, they got wiped out nearly to a man, left with just their knob. He managed to immobilise the damn contraption though, before running off the board with a streak between his legs. Over here, those funny wraithy-wafy things, they were getting near me other war boss mate. They all clubbed each other a lot, and we landed like 4 power claw hits, but they got some flickery fieldy thing round them, and he made all his saves. Drawn combat. Over here, the boys that had crumped that Necron Lordy thing, they jumped back in their truck and ploughed on forwards. While the other truck, it couldn't move for the turn, so the boys decided, let's go hit something. They jumped out the front, we called a Warg! And then we managed to sprint and get to that big contraption-y thing that had a big cannon-y what's-it in it. And I managed to just get to it with my claw, and I ripped it to pieces. It blew up, took a few of my boys, but small price to pay. The battle wagon, it charged on forward. I got out with my lads. Using our warg again, we ran forwards, and I managed to get in combat with these black armoured things. Not sure what they is, but I'm crumping them. It was a bit of a messy combat though, as I only crumped a couple, and they made all their kind of like their feel no painicus saves. So, well, I killed 3 of them, and they killed 7 of us, and then we took some more wounds because we'd been beaten, but we're still there, we're still crumping. The power claw knob, who was in that unit, he took advantage of the older charge a separate target rule, and he went and he crumped another Necron vehicle. They were falling all over the shop. Speaking of crumping Necron vehicles, those grots in them canny things, they managed to climb up this building, and they crumped another Necron vehicle. Pretty good turn.
Space Marine and Necron, end of turn 3. Battle's looking good so far. Over here, the unit of Orks that took out the big black green thing?
Doomsday Ark.
Doomsday Ark are no longer, due to exceptional fire from this vehicle and the gentleman inside it, and this unit of Necron warriors over here who decimated them entirely. This unit of Orks aren't looking so much better themselves. The lovely Death Company have done their job and have done a lot of damage. We'll be back to see whether they remain on the board in a moment. The Killer Cans have suffered a casualty due to the Dreadnought shooting them. This truck here, the last of the scoring units within it, tried to flee the might of the Uber Killer, which is the Death Company Dreadnought, but unfortunately his weapons licked out and managed to take its weapon off and immobilise it.
With the Storm Bolter.
The Melter took its weapon off, then the Storm Bolter quite humiliatingly shot its tyres out, absolutely. Over here, unfortunately, we did not fare so well. The Wraiths have died to the biker squad, although they held up for 2 turns spectacularly well and have really done their duty this time. The Gretchens that are coming to hold this point are no longer, having been tank shocked and shot to tiny little pieces by both the Storm Flame Thingy Majiggy.
Damn reserves.
What's it called?
It's got a flame storm.
That
cannon.
one. And the other guy shooting them with things like melter guns, which is a bit harsh on a Gretchen, but very amusing. So now, these boys have lost by 5 wounds. Leadership 4 roll.
Leadership 4,
Let's
let's
see what happens.
Whoa!
No, but I'm going to use my boss pole, so I crump one of my orcs on the head. I've only got 1 orc left to do it. Let's see if he makes his save. The orc is dead, but we get to re-roll. I've accidentally killed a chaplain. Ah, they have failed.
And that's what we call a beautiful, beautiful moment, people. Savour it. The orcs are running off.
Let's see if you...
Right, Orksies turn 3. Right, our
Turn
boss...
4, boss.
Turn
Counting
4.
never your strong point.
Oh, sorry. Oh, my counting's going wrong again. Right, our boss here, he's still running away from that. And our killer cans here, we tried killing these Necrons off because that Death Roller couldn't run them over and couldn't manage to get to him, unfortunately. But we managed to finish 3 of them off. There's only 2 left there now. So hopefully we can kill them and stop them scoring their objective. But there are still some troops over there. Right, over this side of the board, we got our Orksies. They got out of their truck to run away in case they got blew up by that thing. And then they came running around over here to try and get to our objectives. The buggies and that, they turned around as well. And everything shot at the Space Marines that were over there. We killed a few, but then the bikers finished them off. Well, they took a few casualties in the meantime. And the other thing, we managed to immobilise that, which is good. That shall be dying next.
Turn 4, Necrons and Space Marines. It's not looking terribly good. The last remaining Necrons in that fight are dead. The Killer Cans are moving up to try and take these ones who are going for the objective. The Reclusiarch is chasing Mr. Crumpsalot off the battlefield to make sure he can't come back and inconvenience us. Oh. Shooting from the Dreadnought did nothing to the battle wagon, but the Dreadnought that destroyed everything he's had a look at has taken out this battle wagon. The rest of the field remains unaffected, and the Baal Predator looks not long for this world.
Right, it's Orky turn 4. That other war boss, he may have been mistakenly saying it was turn 4 last turn when he said turn 4 instead of turn 3, but it's now turn 4, believe me. Right, is that right? We're right now.
Yeah, that's right.
Okay,
Right,
so what happened this turn? So, this turn, we moved in these kind of like rockety things, and they shot up this thing and blew the weapon off. And then these guys came in and they're crumping it to death. And over here, these guys, they've all come in and they're crumping this thing. That's going quite nicely. This thing is charging over there towards them, shooting some Necrons. And over here, the war boss is moving really, really slowly. He only moved 2 inches this turn. So this guy is still escorting him. But the important stuff happened over here. The Killer Cans have managed to get in combat with the 5 Necrons. You can't hurt them! So, basically, the Orksies have now won the game. We're just calling it there. Warg! Right, I forgot to mention, we do kind of like most valuable model nowadays. So, for the evil Space Marines and Necrons, it was this git. He managed to kill 40 Orks, 1 battle wagon, and 1 truck. All on his own. Annoying. Whereas we are choosing to kill Cans. They started off all the way back here. They ran forward to here. They ran up the tower. They crumped that Necron vehicle. They came down the tower, they crumped those Necrons, they ran over there, ran up that building, and crumped some more Necrons. Awesome!